A Jumaura program, they allocated 300 million Ghana cedis. They've released only 34.5 million, half of the year. Agriculture for Economic Transformation Agenda, under which we have Feed Ghana program, we have the Ghana Grains Development Project, we have the Vegetable Development Project, and we have the Popular Nkoko Nkitinkiti. They allocated 1.5 billion Ghana cedis for these programs. Ladies and gentlemen, it will sadden you to know that half into the year, the minister has not even released one cedi for the implementation of this program. Half into the year, not one cedi has been released. Yet they have launched the Feed Ghana program already. Women Development Bank. You recall all the controversy about the inadequacy of this allocation. That of all the support the women of Ghana gave to the NDC, you are putting 51 million Ghana cedis to set up the Women Development Bank, which is even lower than the minimum capital requirement. We complain about this. But the sad news is that it is not only small, but as I speak to you, half into the year, not one cedi has been released for the establishment of the Women Development Bank. It's very sad, isn't it? And the women of Ghana, I know, are listening. The National Codes Program, again, they allocated 100 million Ghana cedis. They have released zero. The National Codes Program, my friend, Minister Sam George, is upbeat about the National Codes Program. But how is he able to implement the program if the minister has not released funds to him? And this is why I believe it hasn't been launched. Or has it been launched? It's been launched. It's been launched. It's been launched. Yet no cedi has been released. And then big push. Big push. The famous big push. We have heard about big push all the time. Yesterday on the floor of Parliament, we heard so much about big push. 13.8 billion Ghana cedis allocated for that. Again, half into the year, not a cedi has been released for the implementation of big push. So we are at a loss. And I don't know how serious this government has taken the trust of the people of Ghana. If you also remember, we have consistently stated that the government did not provide budget for the 24-hour economy, in spite of the fact that they launched the program on 2nd July 2025. The minister has now conceded in the mid-year review that it will provide funding in the 2026 budget to implement the program. The question is, why do you launch a program when you have no budget to implement it? We know, but we on the minority side know why the minister has failed to fund these priority programs of the government. We know. Because the records show that out of the total 28 treasury auctions held from January 3rd, 2025 to July 11, 2025, 13 auctions failed to meet the auction target, with bid cover ratios below 1, despite high participation in the early part of the year. Therefore, the minister had to divert the funds meant for these priority programs to fund the auction shortfall, which would not have arisen if he had not manipulated interest rates on government treasuries. Billions of cedis have been used to fund the auction failures. That is why he's not able to fund these priority programs. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, they are introducing new taxes and increasing the rates of existing taxes. Ladies and gentlemen, what is even intriguing is the fact that the minister celebrates the artificially induced interest rate developments in the Treasury Security Auction. Yet, there is no coordination between the Finance Ministry and the Bank of Ghana. How is the minister able to borrow at 15% on average, yet the Bank of Ghana borrows at 28% from the same market?